So, how do we not allow the trouble that's all coming around to soak into us and then come out of us? Because if you're like me, you look around, you're like, man, there is all kind of, I have trouble today in relationships. I have trouble with things I'm hearing. I have trouble with pandemic. I have trouble. How do we not let our hearts and our minds soak in all of this trouble? Because it can keep us from sleep. It can just completely wreck us. Well, John chapter 14, here's what Jesus says. Do not let your hearts be troubled. There you go. Simple as that. Just don't let your hearts be troubled. Like, really, Jesus, is that it? Like, just don't let your hearts be like, I know, I don't want my heart to be troubled. So how do we not let our heart be troubled? Well, Jesus actually goes on and he tells us, and here's what he says. Do not let your hearts be troubled. You believe in God, believe also in me. So Jesus is saying this. Put your full belief in me, put your full belief in God, and by doing so, the trouble in your heart will actually be lessened. And you may say, well, Scott, I do believe in God. I believe that God exists. I do believe that Jesus exists. And I was reminded by a preacher yesterday that I was listening to that the word believe literally means this, to put your weight into, to put your weight on. And when trouble comes in, I want to put my weight into a solution. I want to put my energy and my resources into a solution to that problem. And God's saying, that's not going to solve your problem because another problem is going to pop up. You're going to have to put your weight and your solution into that. Now, do we want to solve problems? Yes. Do we want to solve troubles? Yes. But ultimately what we do is we put our full weight into the Lord. And so that's saying, God, I'm trusting you. I'm putting my full weight of trust in you. God, I'm going to pursue you even though there are hard times that are going on right now. I'm putting my full weight in you. And here's the deal. He can take it. He can take it. He's not going to break because he's perfect, because he's strong, because he's powerful. And so we put our full weight of our trust and our prayers and our hope in the Lord. And so today, as you and I are hitting trouble, man, may we do so in a way where we just completely lean on the Lord and we completely put our weight on the Lord and not on everything else, because nothing else is going to last the way that the Lord lasts. And what happens is then we begin to change the way that we feel. We begin to change the way that we think. And so I hope that's helpful for you today.